Hello, people. How are we doing tonight? I hope everyone is well. I hope you're good. I know this stream might throw some people off. I don't think it'll do that well because I don't think people were expecting me to go live tonight because of game tomorrow. But we do have a pesky game tomorrow. It's Leeds versus... Well, it's not. It's Sheffield Wednesday versus Leeds, and how we all feeling for that. But it's been an interesting week this week. I think speculation and stuff have been interesting. In England, how you doing, mate? How you? Well, I'm knackered, mate. I'm absolutely shattered. I had both kids today, starting to get used to the new routine that's going to happen come October, so I'm absolutely knackered. So, more so with my youngest than my oldest, but it's just getting into new routine, so I've got to get my brain into that gear of how we play, how I cope with that. That's why he's had a lot of video today off the mobile phone and stuff. So it's been hectic. It's been very hectic, but it's all good in the hood. But Sheffield Wednesday have been doing bits, and it looks like Wednesday getting rid of players for money, which is weird. Like, us actually selling players is legitimately something I'm not used to doing. In the whole Chancery era, I think we've done it twice. Mental health check-in as well. How's your mental health check doing, guys? I'd like to know how you're all doing. But tomorrow can be fun. We got the watch along versus Leeds. That could be quite chaotic in the chat, which could be interesting. Evening, Jake. Did Preston have selling clause? Good question. Don't know. I hope not. I can't see them doing. I'll put it that way. I can't see them having selling clause. I hope not, because then a huge chunk of that six-figure sum will go elsewhere. 13 people watching, 2 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. But I know this week have been one of those really weird kind of days in terms of like trying to see what happens. I thought Danny's press conference was interesting, saying how it'll more than likely be loans now than it would be permanents, because I think that's where the market's at. There's not many people who are willing to let their player go out on permanents, and at this point I'd be interested to see what he does with that starting lineup. I'd be interested to see where he starts, who he brings in, who does he want to play what position, how the bounce back ability comes. Ian and Jez, how you doing, mate? I much appreciate it. Do you think a lot of our fans had a meltdown after the Sunderland game, and do you think there will be a reaction in terms of the league game? I think there'll be a reaction, and I think a lot did have a meltdown, but that's just the life of Wednesday, really. The life of Wednesday turns into meltdowns. It's something that happens, and I think the thing that I had with it was literally game 2 of the season. How many loans left, Jake? We can have 5 in a squad, and so far I think we've only used 1, I believe. I think at the minute, Paul, and evening, by the way, Paul, hope you well. I think the thing for me at the minute with the loans is that we need to make room for them, because I think Gassama actually counts this year as a full member of the squad. So it's about getting players out so we can bring players in. So we don't have that situation where it goes kind of Pete Tong. 20 people watching, 3 likes. Get those likes up, people. Much appreciate it. Good evening, Charmin Sauce Somerset. How you doing? Evening, Ashley. Evening, Jake. Looks like next week we'll be busy for you while all the players come. I believe it will be. Tomorrow, next week's insane anyway, because it's players going in and out. It's transfer deadline day on the Friday. So we'll be doing a deadline special stream, as we always do. It's gonna be busy in live stream because we got watch along versus Grimby. We got debrief on the Wednesday. Thursday, I think I have a night off, and then Friday we got transfer marketplace, transfer window stroke roundup in the same show. So it'll be interesting. It'll be very busy next week. I'll go into say can't wait to see DRB pocket Mbappe, but then I saw the second division, not first La Liga, sadly. I suppose it's better to get the problem. Yeah, that's the thing. If you get the problem sorted out quickly, better. It's easy to get the problem sorted and you move on to the next game. I think it makes a lot more sense. 7 just had a chicken marathon that was lovely, but remembered I'm at the game. Oh God, good luck, Ashley. Yeah, not gonna be fun. No, sorry, that's not gonna be fun. And good luck getting to game tomorrow with the tram and stuff. I think they've redone it. I think they've redone the tram service for it, or they've put something up I haven't seen. Like I said, today I've been very much in and out of the Wednesday theatre stuff, and I may even do something when it comes to October, where we have something called maybe a daily live stream, where if I don't get a chance to do all the videos in one day, I'll do it as a one big topic. We'll see. We can't win every game, but you can win. And the thing is, Danny said in the press conference, we have that Alex Miller brought up. We have good bounce back ability in this squad, and it's something he's right. Whenever we've had heavy defeats, we tend to bounce back really well, and we've got to hope that happens. Have you heard anything about the Austrian centre? I've heard bits and pieces on it. All a lot of bit of rumours at the minute. Nothing concrete from an actual paper yet, which I haven't seen anything properly yet. 23-year-old though, centre back from Austria, free agent as well, so that will be a good one. It'll be interesting. Trying to get you there very early and home late. There you go, Barry. Thank you very much, mate. I knew you would have found out about it. I've just not had chance. Today has just been one of those days where it's been full on figuring stuff out, and I'll be honest with you, some of the videos I've done today, I like some, I've not been best pleased with certain times. Only a German could come to Britain and think bounce back ability is a good word. Yeah. Will be a different when the learning new system able to get to gain due to work commitments. Unlucky, Andrew. Is it work commitment? Are you working at night, or is it you just can't get you got work the next day? Because if you are working the night, or you can't get there next day, I am doing a watch along of it. So if you want to quickly sneakily put it on, you can do. Kind of thing. So it'll be interesting. I'll be honest with you, tomorrow can be an interesting game. I think both teams are in a real bad start. And for me, I will be interested to see what Wednesday do for it and how they set up and how we figure out how to play against Lee, because I think we can start against Lee really strong. I generally think we can start it really strong. And that's the thing for me. If we start really strong, it'll be very interesting. Very nervous about it. I think a lot of people are. Generally, I think a lot of people are a bit nervous about it, but I'd rather get this out the way. Get it out the way, get Millwall out the way, and then have that bit where we can see where we're at the end of it. And I'll be... Oh, God, I've just seen Leeds United 2024 calendar. Archer, Gray, Somerville, and Rutter are all on the front cover. Oops. I hope so. I finish at 8. Work in mental health too. We'll be watching the lockdown when I go. Brilliant, mate. Oh, glad to hear. And you're doing really good work, because those jobs are difficult as they come. I've got a couple of people in that job, and it's not the easiest job in the world to do. I think you've got to have a lot of patience. Yeah, a lot of patience. So brilliant. I don't want to check something in it, because I have noticed something when I go live at the minute. I don't like it. Doesn't always show me what's going on. Yeah, it's 5 likes. Get those likes up, people. The 20 odd of you in here, and only 5 likes. Little button down below. It helps the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Our style is if first goal wins. It is very much first goal win. But then again, so was Karloff when he first came in. Karloff was very much that thing. You should be chomping at the bit to get a leave. What's wrong with you? To be fair, I think the league game could be interesting. like really, really interesting because Leeds are not playing well. And if you get at them early doors, you can properly get at them. And that's something I don't think we've been able to say about this Leeds team for a while. And they started poorly last season, took them a while to get going. You get it. I said it already. You take the win that we got versus Plymouth. You get a draw or win versus Leeds. And maybe a draw versus Millwall. Take 7 points out the first game. I'm happy with that going into the international break. I really am. I think we should go at them. It's dangerous, but how we seem to play, wins, lose are better than losses and draws and more in team. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to stay calm, not going to lie. When I saw the goal, it annoyed me, but I thought, let's the thing is, it's early days. Think how you feel if we give Leeds a tonking. True, very true. I think our players will want to show reaction, and for that reason alone, I think we will win. I love to beat Leeds. All my mates are Leeds fans. It's always nice when your mates are Leeds fans. I got a couple of mates who are Leeds fans, and it'll be nice to just do one over on them because all last year it's like, oh, you're staying in the Championship next season. We're going to the Prem, and then as soon as when they didn't turn up at Southampton, so, what happened to this Wolves? We seeing you next year. We won't be seeing you next year. I guess I'll wait for our little game again. And I just got told to F off. It was glorious. It was absolutely glorious because they just didn't know how to take it. But the thing is, you look at what's been going on today in the speculation. We've got Pierce Charles' brother possibly coming in from Southampton. That would be a very clever move and very smart because especially if Charles, if he is coming in, he'll probably just go stay with Charles. Then it's easier. Stay with Charles, sorted. It makes a lot of sense with that if you get him in. Very good player. Well, was very highly rated at Man City. I think they let him go because they knew they got a decent money for him. So that'd be good for him to come here for his development. You've got the Bambo thing, which we spoke about, getting 100k or more for Bambo would be absolutely fantastic. Nothing against the lad. I just don't think he fits our system. You do have heart in mouth time with him. I think we needed so you can play that ball a little bit better. Who else were we linked with? We've been linked with that Brighton lad this week. There's a rumour that he could be going to Pompey, so we'll keep an eye on that one. It's interesting, isn't it? There's a lot of things going on at the minute around Wednesday, which are slowly but surely getting about that way. And I think for me, it will be interesting to see, will Windass play? I don't know. I'm in two minds with it. The part of me that says he plays, part of me that says he doesn't. And I generally don't know. If my honest opinion. I don't know if he takes him out the firing line or he goes, you're a big game player, go for it. Did have a friend who will leave fan one, but in my defense, she was very good looking. Fair enough. Bamboo on ice sometimes. Yeah, he is a little bit. But it's like you look at this week. This week we've had like looking at how the value of Smith is decent. Danny taking responsibility for this week. Don't need out before play comes in. What that kind of thing with Bambo going kind of contradicts that a little bit. You got the young Brighton lad who could come in. Olaf being close to being ready. It could be really good. Can see 4, maybe 5 coming in next week with 2 or 3 leaving. I can see that. Barry. I can see that a lot. I can see that genuinely. Play him, definitely got a point to prove. I'd take him out, but on the bench. I won't take him out the squad full stop. No, I won't take him out the squad. But I would possibly bench him for that game. Possibly, would say. Windass will play 100%. Mardy Josh is a mod. Mardy Josh is a mod. You know what? You're not wrong. Josh with a point to prove is actually quite a decent Josh to have playing, to be fair. A Josh Windass with something to prove and shut people up he's probably the best Josh to have on the pitch because he does that grit, puts it between players and goes, I'm going to show you what this is. He likes shutting people up. And I think that's the kind of Josh Windass you need for this game. The Josh Windass who want to go, right, I'm going to tell you then. 36 people watching, 9 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. Like I said, today's video has been all odd. If you had a chance to watch it, then great. But I won't lie, today's videos have been odd. I've been trialing a different way of doing it, and it's all off the phone, so they don't look amazing, but they do the job, and that's the main point. They do the job, and it's keeping you guys updated, and that's all that matters, really. It's keeping you guys updated and letting you know what's going on and how things are. But when they've got a situation right now where we need to have a performance, but also a bit of that showing that we can defend, do well. 38 people in here, 10 likes. Get those likes up, people. If we can get that to at least 25, 30, that'd be great. Thoughts on Neil starting tomorrow? I don't mind it. I don't mind that idea. It's something different.
Give us McNeil.
I think McNeil starting will be decent. I suggest, my suggestion there, where are you playing? Would you shove Jamal Lowe out onto the wing and then do it that way? Because I don't know if this is a game you start Gassama. Like generally, I generally don't think this is a game you start Gassama. I think this is a game Gassama misses for this film and go from there. Leafy pings in 30-yard screamers and gives Cantona shrug to the celebration. True. If football was win-win-win, it would get boring all the time. Adversity and bad results make teams stronger. I agree. It's a long season. And I think, like Danny said, stick with us, just get behind us, support us, and we'll show you. And they've done that. They've done that before. Where we've been in adversity and we've gone for it. You tell him that? Yeah. I guess we need to play Mardy Bum as the intro music and we'll be fine. That'd be funny. Appreciate any content, mate. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. I think in October, I may switch some of the stuff to maybe a bit more live streamy in an evening if I can't do stuff, but we'll see what happens. Have you heard YouTuber called... I have heard him, but I do agree with his opinions on Lee's. Yeah, Callum's good. I like watching Callum. He's actually really, really funny. Really funny. Got a massive hate, you know what, about when people act normal. But he's really good, and he's probably bang on with what he said about Leeds. Really bang on. And I think he was bang on about what he said about Sheffield United as well, like changing their thing, because it makes sense. Like, the thing we're going to have to deal with over the next couple of days from the other side is they're about to get taken over soon. And it can be a big takeover by the sound of it. So it'll be interesting. Trust the process. Yeah, we've got to trust the process. That's all we can do. All we can do is trust what's going on right now. And once we out of that trust in the process, we see it working. Because we've seen bits of it work in pre-season. It's just got to get that consistency. Consistently churning it out over and over again. So it'll be good to see that happen. And the more time these players play it, the better it's going to be. The better it'll be, the easier it'll be. It'll come second nature to them the more they do it. I think the thing we've got is we're going to be really interesting to see when they do when it comes to setting up and then just how they do in the game instead of playing the moment and play the game, because there's a time where you can have that go wrong. I had Marvin Marines for me who was fine until I lost my phone. She lived up to her nickname when she heard it. That's funny. Very brave. This is not selling players before we bring someone in, but getting money for players that is getting to get minutes. Don't need an upgrade. I agree. Ian DJ, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Tired. Very, very tired. I had both my kids today, and it's been a lot of fun, but Christ, you forget how tiring it is. I didn't do my mental health check-in, did I? My mental health check-in's probably about a 6, probably a 7. Will be made better if we win at the weekend. No thought that far ahead. True. I like Bambo, but he's just too physical for this side of it. He's not mobile enough. That's the problem with you being evening, mate. Yeet. He's not mobile enough for this team. The Sicko way of playing, he probably was just about right. Oh, Gregory was always going to bang goals in at League One and keep going for him. He got a very good affiliation with that club. And he's nice to see. I like seeing F20 players do well, as long as they're not playing for the other side. But I always like seeing how they get on, and hopefully they do okay. And he seems like he's really enjoying his time. Hello, lads. Ready for a mental week? Yeah, it's going to be busy, Callum. How your lot started going so far? I hope you're well. Ian and Jake Conceal getting something tomorrow. That Callum lad makes me laugh. Yeah, he makes me laugh too as well, Craig. Callum Fowler, very, very funny. He's just got a lot of good takes at times. I think he presents it really well. Bambo seemed to panic a lot on the ball. His feet seemed to be around 2 seconds quicker than he prayed. I think he suits a slower style of football anyway. So going into Spanish second division, that'll probably help him a lot more. It's a lot less needing to have it. So that's interesting if that happened, because I, for one, want Bambo to do really well while he's out there. But I also had the thing where if we're in that position where we're getting rid of players again and we're actually selling players, something ticked in Chansiri's brain again to go, right, we can sell players again, we can do this and go from there. And I think that's handy. I think that's very handy for us to have, because we haven't had that kind of, right, we're going to sell players on, make a bit of profit, go from there. It's something we haven't done for a long time, and I think it's important. The whole thing about us being a proper run football club is that football clubs sell their players. They don't keep them and then let them go for nothing. Sunderland signed a striker or two after 18 months. Ian, Mark, how you doing, mate? You must be well happy that you're finally getting a striker in. It's been so long. You haven't had a striker since Tony Mowbray was at your club. Surely your last striker was Ross Stewart before you sold in Southampton, surely. How are you anyway, mate? Looking forward to the weekend and games? 10 people in, 15 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. But yeah, I'm in the thing. If we come out of this with a decent result, especially being a Friday game, a decent result at home versus Leeds will put people in a bit of a good mood and enjoy the weekend a little bit. You then go to Millwall the following weekend, where Millwall, you don't know what you're getting. You know you're getting a lot of goals at the minute, but they concede a shit ton of well. That's the issue you've got. They concede a hell of a lot of goals themselves. So it's about which Millwall you get. You might get the Millwall that can defend and do well. Sunderland's like in strike or two. I've read that already. But it'll be interesting to see when they get in and get sorted. It definitely sounds like Bailey's going. It's interesting in the press conference, like where Bailey wants to go. It's interesting. They're all really dreadful. Ian and Danny, how you doing, mate? Ian and Darren. But it was interesting seeing it's like letting Bailey decide where he wants to go, which I don't think is right, but also not. Yeah, Roth was the last one. Not really, but anything could happen. But yeah, anything could happen. By the way, been watching a while, just don't know what to say. Oh, okay, fair enough. Just get the vlog ready to go. I much appreciate it. So apparently the deal for Bambo could be anywhere from about $500,000. So that'd be good. That'd be really good. It's hard to second guess after 2 or 3 games, like you said. You have to trust the process. Yep. Grimp in the cup before Millwall. I meant League. I know the Grimp before we play Millwall, but I'm thinking league games. Also, 2 watch-alongs. There's League tomorrow, and then we'll be doing Grimby on the Tuesday night. Please tell me I'm right. It's Tuesday night. Got a feeling it'll be 2-2 draw. Joe will be looking to stick 1-0 before he's off. The amount of players they lost is ridiculous, especially attacking players. I'm totally up for Leeds game. I'll be unbearable for the next 24 hours. We're at home, damn it. We're gonna win. Fair enough. Decent money for what is probably a 4th, 5th choice defender. Yep. Do them over league play. We always try to, Callum. We always try to. We always try to do Leeds over. I think everybody in the league does. There is that one thing where if there's one club that every club in the country hates, it's Leeds. It just is. I kind of like it when Blackburn do Burnley over a lot if they can, and Preston. Got a soft spot for Blackburn Rovers. Yeah, Grimsby's on Tuesday. Brilliant. So next week's mental then. So next week, debrief Monday, watch along Tuesday, debrief Wednesday, evening off Thursday, Friday transfer window. So busy week next week. So be aware for a lot of live streams next week. It's gonna be busy. I don't even think Leeds fans like Leeds. Yeah, prepare for a very, very busy week next week. And then there's whatever videos happen during the week as well in terms of transfers. So on the deadline day stream, expect me to record some videos while we're on and then post them at the same time. So it'd be good. Transfer window live stream can be ethic. Yeah, I do one every year, mate. We start from 7 and we go till it shuts. And then I bugger off to bed for a bit. And then wake up again ready to fresher the days on the Saturday. But yeah, the live stream for the transfer market will be good. I've got to figure out some placement stuff for that and see what I can do with that, but it should be great. I'm probably going to do it all off an iPad, the actual watching of the stream. But for some reason, my iPad does not charge. Yellow tie is at the ready. It is indeed. Do you have a yellow tie? I do indeed. We have a yellow tie from last year. I think if you find it, I have my yellow tie around my head last year. But yes, I do have a yellow tie ready to go. I think it's better time to beat Leeds before they thought. Yep, I agree. Leeds are not that good if them are why they didn't get it. Yeah, Leeds are weird. They're weird. They're happy with their ownership and they're not happy with their ownership at the same time. They've got the Red Bull money in. It's here nor there, and they've got a stake in the club now as Red Bull. Leeds are interesting. I generally think Leeds needs a new manager. I just don't think Daniel Farke's the right person for Leeds. I just don't. I won't be around for closing day. I'm going, no way, mate. Leeds are not that good in an entire sentence. Oh dear. But yeah, I generally think Leeds are probably that team that's probably going to need a new manager and then need a new direction. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't rate Farke at all. I just haven't. I didn't like him at Norwich. He can get teams out of it and he does well, but he got to have the right players. The moment they start losing big players, big game players, he hasn't got anything to like stand on. It's like really hard for him to find a different gear. So it's the best time to play Leeds while they're in this wobble at the minute. So it's the best time, and we'll see what happens. I almost say that worries me, Leeds. Yeah, to be fair, same. I agree. And will he still be there at the end of the window for them, with them losing a lot of their players they have done? They've lost one of their generational talents in Archie Gray and two of their main attacking threats. I know they're looking at getting players in, but they're not going to get players in by tomorrow or registered ready for tomorrow and not play. So it's interesting. It generally is interesting. Leave with a lot of money and RB backing are a danger. Remember when they got their manager and most of their squad last time they were champions? Yeah, I agree. They are dangerous in that sense, but at the minute they're not. they're one of those things will come good eventually, but I generally don't know if Farker's the guy for it. Their keeper is shocking. He really is. Nonso is quick in the box. He is. I agree. I bet Leaf want him to fuck off, especially if they lose to us. Yeah, I can't see it being very good if they lose to us. Generally, I think they'd be very, very annoyed if that did happen. But we'd see. We generally see what happens. What happens next with it all, because yeah, I mean, I'm intrigued. I'm generally intrigued to see what happens next with it. Because for me, Leeds we got a really good chance of getting it sorted versus Leeds, like generally. But it was a game that could go either way. A win for them could kickstart their season. A win for us puts us back on where we were going. 38 people watching, 16 like. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. In FWSC, JL, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. But are we all looking forward to it? That's the main thing. Got a busy week next week, as I said. James got the biggest threat. Think we should play Paul Marvin a fullback, mate. That's not a bad shout. That's not a bad shout. If you're going for like just people who you had last year and who you can kind of trust already, that makes sense. The lineup for this game is going to be so interesting. Like, generally, I'm very interested. Is this a game where you say, sod it, you start Ubbo? Do you have this game where you start Ubbo and you're playing for the first 45? Or is it a game where at half time you bring Ubbo on? Players on mid takeover 2, aren't they? Which means they'll be looking to get better. Yeah, they are very close to being taken over. I think they've got a day or two out, kind of thing. I start Ubbo. Yeah, actually, let's do a poll. I ain't done one of them in a while. Now to remember why I don't do polls on here. Oh, come on. Yep. Oh god. That is too big. It takes up way too much of the screen. Let's see what happens. Yeah, will you start Ubbo or not? And also, I generally think McNeil's a really good shout. Who said it earlier for McNeil starting? That makes sense. That does make a lot of sense. The problem is you've got things where at the minute we don't know where a lot of people will go. Start Ubbo and play low. Jamal Lowe on the wing instead of Gassam. That's what I was thinking. Because he did that a couple of times against us when he was at Swansea. He'd play on the wing. Ubbo or McNeil, I reckon McNeil could torment Leeds. You could have it that McNeil starts and then you bring Ubbo on in second half. I thought Ingleson spoke very well today, well in the press conference, like really well. He was really well spoke of, and I thought he gave a good account of himself. 37 people watching, 16 like. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. There's options. There are options there that we can use, and that's the main thing. Having options is what you want in this game, especially in a game that's going to be. Excuse me. Especially in this game that's going to be very fast, very flowing, very hard hitting as well. Any news on Chalobah? Only news on Chalobah was that he was in training. There were pictures of him training on the pitch today. So hopefully Chalobah getting a lot closer. Jamal have been all right. Start with him. Bring Ubbo on McNeil for the last 15 minutes. Fair enough. That's not bad. I get that. I think a lot of teams are going to look at that Sunderland game and go, right, we want to win as many set pieces as humanly possible. Because that's where we got punished a lot. And I think that's something we need to be wary of. We need to be wary that we are going to be that team that gets a lot of set pieces given against us just because of how Sunderland exploited it. And they'll be like, oh, right, there's a problem there. So you kind of hope that that gets sorted and fixed quickly. And set pieces was our issue last season. But on the flip side, Sheffield Wednesday need to go with set pieces. Ian in Finley, how you doing, my mate? I hope you're well. Finley got a cracking channel. He's vlogging home and away game for Wednesday season, and go give him a subscription. He's really, really good. Hope you're well, mate. But I generally think when they need to work on our own set pieces. If we're first time since Carlos, we've had a team where anyone could potentially play and be a difference. And I'd even tried Kavachi against that. That's a good shout. That's not a bad shout. I don't know if you start from the beginning. But Kavachi could be one of the ones you bring off the bench. Say people are flagging, they could be the game for him to show what he can do. Like generally, they could be the game to show Wednesday fans what he can do, what he's made up, how he can get at people, how he can play and get fans off their feet, kind of thing. I really think that's something that could really happen. 32 people watching, 19 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. But generally, that could be something that could really happen well. Remember when we all first came in and we talked of set piece coach? I'd try and bring another one in. Thing is, I think he tried. I do generally think he tried, and I think he brought in an analyst instead of the set piece coach, and he got Powell and Neil Thompson on. Wouldn't surprise me if he tried to, Barry. It wouldn't surprise me if he did try again to try and see if he can get one in. I'd be interested to see what happens there. Brilliant. DJ, much appreciate that. He's a really good kid. Met him at Plymouth and he's always in the 72 review show chat. Just a lovely lad. Lovely family too. They're really nice. I'd be really interested to see what this Wednesday team could do with someone coaching the set pieces properly. I'm not saying that it's not being coached properly. I'm saying that it's more that we lose our concentration. With how tall our squad is, it should be winning corners and making the most out of them. We do not make the most out of our corners at all. And it's a crying shame. It's like it really is a crying shame because you want us to do well from those corners and we just don't. Just apply basic common sense on free kick will be an improvement on that. Damn right it would be. Yeah. Yeah. It basic common sense. Generally, basic common sense, but that's also not that common. It's a shame because I think when they can do it with this squad. Did you see Villa when they had set pieces and really let the set piece coach take? Oh God, yeah, it makes sense. The idea I didn't have a problem with getting a set piece coach in. It just I don't think we've been able to yet. We want to. I think he wants to get one in. It's just not there yet. So if you look at what we started with versus Sunderland, it would be Valerie, Iorfa Bernard, Matt Lowe, Ingleson, Bannon, Gassama, Masaba, Windass, Jamal Lowe. So for Charles, Palmer, Valentina, Whitway, Johnson, Kabachi, Smith, McNeil, and Ugbo. Windass should not be marking the back thick. Yeah, but I think we put the fullback in. Yeah, but we also put the fullback in the wall because he's taller. And the thing is, you've got to remember, Windass was genuinely playing in a position he doesn't play. He was playing in that CDM role. That's not the role he does. Let me have a look here. And the poll, what was it? 23% say no, 76 say yes. That's interesting. My screen back up. Where's it gone? That one? Hold on a minute. I lost my bloody screen. It's that one. There we go. So Mum been back in. I can't read that. Hang on a minute. I can read it. It's just not big enough because I'm blind. But on my eyes. Mum back in half for 3 weeks. Blood pressure was low and her mental health problem is taking toll. No bless her. Waiting for another care package for her to be discharged. Oh, mate. I hope she gets sorted soon and I hope she gets well soon, mate. Sending you the best. Beth back 5. I offer Bernard a Wick Wave. Valerie low. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that kind of thing. The only thing I think with a Whitway, you got to make sure if he does, he gotta sit back if Bernard goes on a run forward like he does or Iorfa does. You could have 1 or 2 of them sitting back so the run doesn't happen. I'm struggling, can't be in 2 places at once. Home for my kids and there for mum. Got. Mate, do the best you can. Make them just do the best you can. That's all anyone can ask for. At the end of the day, when you're at home with your kids and then you've got your mum elsewhere, it's very, very difficult to happen. So you just gotta try and just don't let it get on top of yourself and just do the best you can. No one's asking you to be Superman. No one's asking you to try and do everything all at once. Figure it out and just make sure you get the support to help you as well. That's the big one as well, that you get support as well. It's not just your mum getting support. You need the support as well. The amount of height we have in our squad and being so bad on set pieces really baffled me for a while. Even you who couldn't head a ball, but getting 3 players and pinged it top corner. All fine. Yeah, I like New Hugh. New Hugh, one of my favourites athletes. 34 people watching, 22 likes up, people. I'm much appreciated. I don't know if I'm going to go for much longer, though. We'll see. Appreciate all your support. No, mate, community, we'll look after our own. But saying that with the set pieces, I don't think our balls into the box are the greatest. As I said it for the longest time, I think we said it on the Talking Wednesday podcast. Bannon shouldn't be on set pieces, personally. But again, I'm not the coach. You're not a coach. It's different. We can have our opinions who we think should be on them, but that's the kind of thing. You're one of my favourites too. Hey, good. You're right though. You couldn't edit for shit. Also, we got something interesting on Dexter's channel tomorrow. So go there at 5 p.m. tomorrow. It'll be interesting. New hook goal against Preston from the corner is still one of the best goals I've ever seen. It was just very, very unlike Wednesday and very New Hugh to go, sod it, I'm going to have a bit of fun here. It's not that easy for Glenn, sadly, mate. He's not local to her these days, so it's a long journey for him to go and go back. It's a difficult one for him. It's a good idea though, but I don't know if it's feasible with the journey time for him. He'll find a way. He will do. He's always good. He's good like that. He'll find some way of making it work. But we'll have to see what happens with Wednesday. Wednesday are going to be very interesting. We have got to come at the game strong. No, game's got to go up strong. And we've got to play well, play how we can do. The thing is, what I liked about the Sunderland game, and it can sound really weird when I say it, we didn't let our head drop. We didn't automatically go, oh, that's an issue. We're going to let our head drop and not do anything about it. No, we didn't do that. We were on it straight away. We were like, we're going to go for this. We're going to really go for this. We're going to keep our heads up, keep playing football. We didn't let it affect us in that way. 33 people watching, 23 likes. Get those likes up, people. Much appreciated. Do we have a set piece specialist, though? I know Ingleson can take a throw-ins, but what about set pieces? Good question. I don't think we do in the squad, really. Between Bannon and Windass on set pieces, we haven't had a proper set piece taker. I say so, probably Kieran Lee. ish. Unless I may be wrong on that one, but I don't think we've had a proper decent set piece player in a while. When Windass is probably the best direct free kick. He's the one that takes on the most. Yeah. But apart from that, I don't think it'll be interesting to see if they attack Windass tomorrow night. And what I mean by attack Windass is they know that they go for that he's not in a good place at the minute. In terms of how it is. So it'll be interesting. Make it starting goal, yeah, they're 1 and 2. Roth Wallace was a decent free kick, especially. Fernando could do it now and again as well. Bezzy could do it now and again. Okay, I'm way behind on my history. Good point. I'm tired. I'm very tired. Next week going to be very, very busy. I don't know how many you've been here, but next week is debrief Monday, game Tuesday, debrief Wednesday, night off Thursday. Whatever video will happen during the day, because it's transfer deadline week, and then we're doing a transfer roundup, transfer special. It can be fun. It's gonna be really fun. I'll be interested to see what he picks. The team lineup is what I'm going to be intrigued by, and how to do it. I will be sat over there. We will have this set up, ready to go. Probably going to need to put my air conditioning unit away soon. Getting to the point where I might not need it soon, which is interesting. I might need it next week, actually. We're meant to have a scorcher soon, but I'm also trying to make room in here because I am wanting to do something in here that I haven't done in years. And I always said that once I got a dedicated space for it, I would do it. And I've been trying to find something that isn't content creation for down here or video games, so I can just do something that's just a bit more zone out-ish. So I want to try and figure it out. 37 people watching, 26 likes. You'll see what I mean on a stream or video one day when I eventually do it, but it should be good. But it's one of those things. It's something for me, not to be streamed, not to be made content. It's just for me to have a bit of fun with. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I really like during this transfer window and this summer that there's some certain things I haven't been doing for me, and that's important. So yeah, it's important to make room for yourself and look after yourself as well, instead of going full on like I have been. Once transfer window's done, I will be still back on it, but it'll be few and far between. The videos will be like 1 or 2 a day instead of like 6. So it'll be fun. Like Jake said, we're community family. We look after our own and even other team. Yeah, exactly. Anyone part of the Puncture 41 community, I will look after and make sure they're okay. It's why we do the mental health checking at the beginning. It's why we do the mental health checking at the beginning, because I want my community to be well. And I know a lot of my audience are male, and we don't talk enough. We don't talk enough about things. And this is a safe place for people to share what's on their mind if need be. Wait, that explains so much. What? I'm confused. Did you do the Subutio, mate? Or you've done? I've not got the camera up for it yet. It's on the list of things to get done, mate. I haven't had chance to reset that up. It's a couple of things. One, I want to change out one of the cameras, and 2, I haven't set it up yet. It's something I'm gonna do for the debrief. I'm gonna move my setup back, but I'll do it for the debrief, and we'll go from there. I just not had chance to set it up yet. It's on the point of getting done. Let's put it that way. I still have them. They're still in the pots. Oh yeah. Yep. I have lots of Subutio men now. Oh, see? Here. Lots of Subutio men. Oh, nice little pot. Might have to do something quite cool. Have a look. Give this a minute. Please see it a little bit. It's to come pointing on my face. Yep. Yep. And they say, what are you for the tactics? See. Yeah, that's the plan. Is yep. I need to make sure that works because I haven't used that in such a long time. I need to make sure the green screen mat works. It's been a very busy one. It's been a very busy. Yeah, mate. It's been a busy one. Once. Yeah, it's been a busy one for once. Usually we're so quiet that with the weeks where we can go and do stuff. But this season's been go. It's been insane. This season has been absolutely insane with how busy we've been. I'm not complaining. It's a great thing. Oh, your penguin rolled over. My penguin's a stress ball. My penguin is a stress ball for when I watch the games. So that's how Wizards make his magic. Yeah. I don't. If you're new here, if you haven't seen the green screen thing, it's really cool. It's something I started to do a bit ago. I just haven't had a chance to do it. When we do it, I'll let you know because I want to do it again because it'll be really fun to do. I just don't. I'll be honest with you. I bet you any money I don't even have the overhead camera rig. No, I don't. Didn't think I did. I don't even have the overhead camera shot rig set up on the stream deck. It's just blank. So I need to get that sorted. But we will see what happens. It will be interesting to see where we are at come the end of the weekend. Do we want all 3 points? Absolutely. Do we want to have a good result? Absolutely. Do we want to have it that we can go into the weekend and be like, right, let's just watch other people's goals and not be bothered about our own because ours is done? Yes. Is it going to be a weird weekend with no football again? Yes. Because I am looking forward to a little bit having the 3 o'clock kickoff versus Millwall. It'll be nice. I'll be honest, mate, I struggle to live with that New York wallpaper. Oh, you mean the video from earlier? That's not my wallpaper. That's not my wallpaper. That's not my room. That's not my room. That is my mother-in-law craft room. I like the helper image for the green screen. I haven't done that in a while. I really haven't done that in a while. We might do that soon. No, don't worry. That New York wallpaper isn't mine. That's my mother-in-law craft room. 33 people watching, 28 likes. Get their likes up, please. I much appreciate it. I think I didn't help put the wallpaper up, but I helped lay the laminate flooring in that kind of thing. It was a nightmare to do. I hated it. Hated it. But yeah, we are going to be wrapping up soon, but we're going to be fun. It's going to be a fun game coming up. Watch along tomorrow night, 8 p.m. We'll start around... It's not 8 p.m, is it? Kickoff 7:45, isn't it? I have got that wrong. Let me find out. Yeah, that bloody girl. You are correct. Am I right? Friday. No, it's an 8 o'clock kickoff. Right. We'll start about 7:45. Let people come in. We'll get the team sheets up and go from there. So 7:45 kickoff. Oh, it got a late one. We'll have afterwards the review video as well. Because I like to have the review video and a live stream as well. So it'll be good. But yeah, we'll have a live stream. Watch along. It'll be good fun. Looking forward to it. Be a laugh. It always have been the lack of all done. 35 people watching, 29 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. And it'll help a lot. And we'll just have good fun. We'll see what happens. Football. Have a good rest of your evening, guys, and I will see you in the next one. And just look after yourselves, be safe, and keep your family close. And just make sure you kiss the ones you love, and make sure you keep them close to you. See you later.